Hey guys, it's Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. Wow, it's not even 8 o'clock. And I am bringing you day 3 of Ethany's 31 Days of Tarot Challenge. So again, this is my first year participating in this. And today's challenge is to find the top 5 oracle decks of 2016, because we're not far enough into 2017 yet to have 5 favorites. So the majority of my cards collections is oracle decks, so it was really hard to narrow it down just to the top 5 because I like to spread the love around and I tend to use all of my oracle decks, and so it was really hard to tell some of them, I'm sorry, but you can't be in the video. Anywho, so we'll start with 2 of my few Lucy Cavendish oracle decks, and we'll start with the Fairy Forest. So I used this in the Wheel of the Year reading that I did for on YouTube, and I also used it for day 1 of the 31 Days of Tarot for the like lessons learned for the year. So here is the Fairy Forest, again by Lucy Cavendish, and there's the backings. And here's your cards. Sorry, I'm trying not to get the light to make glares on some of these shiny cards. But I actually just did a review of this deck, so you can check my channel for that, and we'll do one more. Ah, beautiful. Okay, what was this one? I think I pulled this one earlier today, the Ice Fairy. Anyway, I'll have to go back and look. Anywho, okay, so this is number 1. This is the Fairy Forest. So let me just put that back in its box. I'm sorry, I can't have them just out and about. I need my cards to stay protected. Okay, so this is the second one by Lucy Cavendish, and this is the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. And so this is my second most used deck for this year. And I did mention in my review of this deck that both this one and the other oracle deck by Lucy Cavendish, the Fairy Forest, I was able to just use right off the bat. So I used it straight away, and normally I like to sage and do all sorts of things to like cleanse my deck before I actually use it, and I didn't have a chance to do it with these 2. Later on I did, you know, I did get to cleanse them, but they worked for me right away, and they were spot on. I actually used them in a reading for a friend of mine, so there you go. And I think they just have fabulous imagery, and that's also something that I started to do towards the end of 2016, was get back into working with the Fae. I basically haven't worked with them since high school, so it's becoming a long time ago. Anyway, my third most used deck of 2016 is the Earthly Souls and Spirits Oracle deck by Terry Foss. So Terry Foss is the creator of the deck. Her daughter did the, she's a photographer, so the photographer daughter did the backings of the deck. And the mother is a painter, and so she did the actual cards. Okay, so the backs of the cards are different collages or pictures of the moon. And then here we have the fronts, so the backs are not uniform. But I really love the images. Although the images are very simple, there's like a lot of color and a lot of, you know, stuff and stardust and moon stuff going on in the background, and I just really like it. So it's like simple images with a lot of like intricacy. laced into it, and so there's a lot of loving energy that comes off of this deck. And so so stoked when I finally got it, and I made sure to give Terry Foss's Etsy shop a lot of praise on all of my social media, urging other people to hopefully purchase this deck. So this was a deck that I enjoyed using. Not that I'm gonna stop using it, I'm still gonna use it. So yeah. Okay, let me just put this back into the box like so. Okay. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Number 4 is The Keepers of the Light Oracle Cards by Kyle Gray, and the artwork by Lily Moses. So this is one that I had put off using, and I mentioned this before when I did a deck review of it, just because I wasn't that stoked on all of the images, but people seem to be really into the cards. Like, they said that it was the, oh, you love the edging. It was the it's the energy in the cards. So it's not so much the images, but it's the energy. And for a lot of people, they really do love the images. That's my dude, by the way. And, you know, it's got a little bit of information down here and keywords and things like that. But I also found the, I don't know, there's just something about the energy of this deck that I really enjoy using. So yeah, it's something that I still turn to. Give you guys one more, maybe one more. There we go. Got Mary Magdalene. All right, so that was my Keepers of the Light. And then my last, okay, so that was number 4. So my very last one is the Anubis Oracle. So I don't use this like a regular oracle deck. This is more for like shamanic journeying. And this is by Nikki Scully and Linda Starr Wolf, illustrated by Chris Walder. So if we open it up, we move the book so you guys can see the cards. I had a very moving experience with these cards. So these cards don't get busted out often, and they are just for me. I don't use them for client readings or anything. It's just for personal, but when I do work with them, I can get pretty emotional. So yeah, you can go pretty deep with those cards, and it's not really the images, it's not really the keywords either. It's like whatever the image is on here, it's like they come through and they talk to you in your meditation. And I know it sounds weird, but yeah, it's just wow. That's all I can say about this deck is wow, and I'm glad that I got it. So, and I definitely referred to the guidebook quite a bit for this as well. Because there's just a lot kind of like intertwined with the cards. So that's it. That's my top 5 oracle decks of 2016. So that's it for me, and I will get on to the next video for day 4. Day 4 is the next video of the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge. All right, so I'll see you guys then. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.